sleep. Chris and I are constantly saying just 7 hours would be, just 7 hours would be just 7 hours. But if I'm going to have a really short night, then how I make myself feel better about it is going, in 5 hours, I'll be drinking coffee. I just think about it the night before. And so I planned, I thought, I'm having French press in the morning. That's what I'm doing. And so you have to have like a pretty coarse grind. I hate that I'm having to tell you this because this tells me that you may not feel about coffee like I feel about coffee, but you need a coarse grind for your French press. And this one happens to be a stainless steel pot, so it's thermal instead of the glass that you would normally have with a French press coffee pot. I got up in the morning and so I started my water boiling. Now this is when I said I get up for the coffee, but I really get up for Jesus. I only use the coffee to get me ready for whatever Jesus is going to say to me. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's just that the three of us make a good pair, if that makes any sense to you. So I turn on the kettle because it's got to boil water, and so then I go on the floor, greet the Lord that morning, because then I'm going to come back to the table and I'm going to sit there and be in His Word and see what He has to speak over me that particular day. And so I bring the water to a boil. That's how you do it for a French press. And then what you do, you've poured in enough grounds, that coarse ground coffee, into the bottom of that pot where it's just dry, as much as you're supposed to, and then I put in again that much, twice as much in it, and then you pour in the boiling coffee right on top of it, get it as full as you want it, and then you stir it up very briskly, and then you take the top of the French press, it's going to have that little flat filter like that, and you set it right on top. You only take it just down to the very top of your really, really, really hot water. Then you leave it there and set your timer for 4 minutes, and then you wait, and when that timer goes off in 4 minutes, then you press it down, and you have heaven in a cup. Heaven in a cup. And the glory does come down, and you just push it down like that. And so I was sitting there and I was pouring it into my cup. And so I want you to understand, I'm 4 minutes from boiling. 4 minutes, because it's gone straight from boiling into a thermal pot. So that's how hot it was. And I'm sitting there and I am holding my cup. It is this very cup, and all of a sudden, and I'm in my pajamas, and all of a sudden in my pajamas, boom, that cup drops on my lap. Hot coffee goes all over me, splashes up in the page of my Bible, and I am I can't even wrap my mind around what has happened, because I am still literally holding the handle on the cup. I want to show you a picture of it so that you can so that it will be big enough for you to understand. I want you to understand that, honestly, I was holding a cup of coffee by the handle, and then I was suddenly just holding the handle, and the coffee cup itself was on my lap, and I just sat there like this. It was just because I couldn't move. I thought, because I thought, I'm still holding you. I'm holding it. I couldn't let go of it. And I thought to myself, I sat there, I thought, this is us, because we're like, I'm handling it. I got a handle on this. Yeah, I'm handling it. I can handle it. Only ain't nothing on the other side of that handle. All you're handling is the handle. Can anybody say amen to that? Like, there is nothing on the other side of the handle. There is no it we're handling. But the strange feeling of, I think I'm handling all this, but all I got is the little handle. And there's something about it that was so profound to me. I want you to see these words in Isaiah 9, 8, and 9. Now, any of you